Hi, everyone. John here with PT, Dan Hudock, Sandler Training, PTS Dan. And other than a little humor this morning, how we doing, Dan?
I'm good. Thanks for asking, John.
Yeah, good stuff. So I was coaching a salesperson recently, and we were listening to a conversation between her and the prospect. And the prospect was going through a series of questions that were all trying to say the same thing. And she was trying to, in her way, capture some initial trust in how we go about what we do that she would feel good about moving forward. And for whatever reason, the salesperson, you're in the moment, whatever the case may be, struggled to recognize and kind of went around it. And I think it would have helped a lot in the conversation if she had just gone straight in there and said, hey, you've asked several times. Let's talk about that for a minute
Mhm.
and ask permission, as you've always talked about. Is it okay that we dive in it? Talk about development of trust and pre-sale, post-sale, and maybe destruction of trust, or how easily you can lose it too. And some ways that salespeople can be better at helping prospects get there.
Whew. Well, there's a quote I heard a long time ago that goes like this: all things being equal, people
Mhm.
buy from people that they like,
Yep.
that they trust, and are more like them. And that second part, that they trust, really, to me, is one of the most important things. If you don't trust someone, unless they're the only game in town, you're just not going to buy from them.
Sure.
But here's the other thing, and you're absolutely correct. If I was using PT, for example, I could not be 100% sure that you are going to do for me what I need
Yep.
until I start to use you.
Yeah.
But I can be trusting enough to say, all right, the odds are stacked in my favor. Let's
Right.
get going. And I think that's the key. And so when we look at in sales, trust is usually not this huge thing. It's usually this little stuff. It's doing what you say you're going to do. If I'm going to call you next Tuesday at 10, I call you at 10, not
Yep.
10:06, not 10:10,
10 out of
10:10.
10.
And I need to speak clearly too. But I need to do the things I say I'm going to do. I need to listen. If you
Yep.
bring up something twice, I need to address that
Yeah.
and not
Yep.
slide it under the rug, so to speak.
Yeah. And I think there's so much that comes in there. We talk about here at PT where people will tell us, hey, I'm looking for that way to kind of get over the hump with you and really understand. And part of it is what we're selling initially. There's a conceptual element to it. It's not finite, it's not a widget, it's not in that form. And so we'll tell people, hey, there will ultimately be a little bit of a leap of faith
Mhm.
before you start. We'll do
Mhm.
everything we can to get you as far down the road as possible, but you're not going to be 100% there. Just know that now.
And
And I
isn't that
think
a leap of faith on both sides?
it
Because
is.
they need
It
to pay
is.
their bill, they need to do what they're supposed to
They need to
do
do
as
their
well.
part for this whole
Right.
thing to work. Absolutely. It's a mutual interaction back and forth on that front, no doubt.
Yeah, and I think it's let's kind of lock our arms together and let's march forward side by side and let's make this work.
Yep. There we go. All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow.
Have a good one.